Hi guys, I just got back from work and I just realized that there's something that I need to do. It's simply because there's something that we need right here in this very moment. So what happens that is because I've got friends who actually work in ICU, in HDU, and also in acute medical sort of unit and emergency. So what they do is that they have like a mother sewing room, giving them one of those washing bags, like a cotton washing bag. So what you do is when the nurses finish their shift, what they do, they need to change into the normal clothes and put all their scrub into the washing bag and then just take it home and put in the washing machine, and then that will just clean it so they don't need to worry about it. There's another group that actually doing face masks, and also simply because we're a bit low on face masks, that's what they told me. But then again, I cannot do face masks because I'm not very good at it, because I don't know how to do sewing like that much of sewing at all. Like sort of like rate my skill of sewing from 0 to 10. Sewing skill is actually a 2 out of 10. Okay, it's just straight line. So what happens is that what they really need right now is actually one of those head scarf, like a scrub hat. So I want one myself, just for my herbal clinic. But then again, I said, well, I might just go to Spotlight. So Spotlight is one of those haberdashery sort of like fabric selling place where they sell anything about art and craft, sewing and so on. So you can get amazing thing. So I picked up a beautiful fabric and I make one like this. So I give away to one of the friends in emergency, and they love it. So then I decide to and then other people ask her where they get it from, and then they all want them. So that's the reason why I'm still stay up at night time and do some more. So a headscarf is look like this. You're probably watching those weird medical sort of like a show where people wearing scrub and they have different color. But what I do is that I just like to make something beautiful and different and unique. So this is my own design. I use a bowl to go over my head to see is that the right size, and then what happens that I draw that round ball onto the fabric and then I cut around it. So then I make all this like I've just tied it. I'll show you what it look like. I think this is just the right size for me because the ball is actually my head, and because I have such a bun at the back, like a hair bun. So what I do is that I make more room at the back, so then I can tie them into a bun. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. So yeah, that's what it looks like. So that is where most people need it now, because what it does is that with a droplet precaution, when people cough and that sort of thing, what it does is that it spread everywhere. So this is another part where you protect your hair and your head. It's not like your head or your hair is like breathable, but what happens is that you need to cover your head to minimize droplet precaution on your hair, so then you don't go home and become like OCD and washing your hair like crazy. That's what my friend told me. So yeah, so I'm gonna make some more for my friends. So it's fairly straightforward. It's only 3 components to this one because the way I design it is so nice and simple. So I use a little ribbon and I sew them into like a nice short to tie the knot. And then like I said, I cut the round thing for the crown, and I got a long rectangular sort of like shape to go around it, and then bend it in a certain way to make them look nice like this, like that. So oops, ooh, there we go. So it looked like that with the little open here, and you just feed the rhythm in. So you just feed it in and it's become an amazing simply sort of like scrub. So yeah, if you feel like it's a pandemic, you're in a lockdown, you don't know what to do, and you want to help people. So what you can do is that this is one of the simple tasks that you can actually do and donate it to those frontline sort of like health worker, or I don't know if police use this sort of thing, I don't know, but like your GP would need something like this. Your local GPs, your nearest sort of like medical center, like whoever they need them, or your local hospital. That's most important. I think most of the people in those areas will be doctors and nurses, and also healthcare sort of like assistant. They will be the one that will be in the hospital. So I think you can make a few of these, and then you can actually donate it to them where you can. So yeah, so the most people that would need will be in emergency, in ICU, in acute medical unit, and high dependency unit. So we have a few mother sewing group. They actually make in the process of make some of these, but it's not fast enough in a sense, like my friend was saying. So therefore, I decided to make a few for them. Yeah. So there you go. So this is how I do it. So I'm just gonna show you. Oops. Dee bought me this this lovely tripod, which I'm still using. I still don't know how to do it, but oh yes, and this is, oh, there we go. This is my new sewing machine. It's a very old, I think it's new, simply because the person I bought it from, she bought it from Victoria, and then from Victoria transferred to me, and she hasn't been using it at all. So it come in the original box, come with the original sort of like so how do I say, one of those booklets that you can actually have a look at to see what needed. And it does take me a day to sort it out how to set up this machine. Yeah, I know, I'm silly. My mom was actually told me that she will not let me using her sewing machine at all, simply because she said I might ruin it, I might kill her machine. So her machine is a little bit expensive, it's industrial, and she said I'm not allowed to touch it until I learn how to sew. So that's the reason why I bought this machine secondhand. So it's $150, and it's extremely clean, like extremely clean, and I'm so blessed with these. So yeah, so let me show and let me make this ribbon first, and then I'll show you the rest when I sew the other one. So what I am doing here is that using the rectangular pieces and do a little fold like this, just a small fold to hide the seam, to make it look nice and neat. And well, I hope it looked nice and neat anyway. So I'm just going purely straight line, so therefore this scrub hat is actually really simple. Like for a person who does not know much about sewing, this is actually quite fairly simple. I think you can do by hand, but I think by hand it will take a little bit longer. So I got 1, 2, oh, okay. I thought I got more, but anyway, so I'm doing 2. So after that, what I do is I cut them and probably do the fold. So I got my circle somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. This is my sort of like circle of the crown. So I might just go from here and one of these beautiful rectangular one. So what I do is I'll just line them up, maybe no, the other way around, this side, because yeah, there we go. I just lined it up like that. I think, you know, if you going around and feed through the edge, and you know if you have the right fabric, so you go as round as you can, because I got crappy cutting thing. So and then what you do is you just make sure that it's covered completely, and you divide them in a way that is actually fit well. So yeah, okay, it's sort of like just right. Okay, so I got them just right, so just the right size. So I think it's like 75 long, no, 65 long, and that is how big is my head, 65 centimeters. So yeah, yeah, that's where I am. Okay, let's start it. So you line them right side, right side. So I purely just estimate what I do, and I don't really do proper measurement. Like I say, I just estimate for my own head. Like I said, this is for my own head, and I can only give it to people who have pretty much similar size. And you just go around the edge. Just a bit closer so you can have a look. So you just go around the edge. As round as you can, because I'm not really an expert in sewing, so this is like a rough sort of like design that I do, so just be careful. And I find this is actually easier this way. I'll just pull that. So what I'm doing here is that I'm making a incision. So what I do is that I make a little joint, like, you know, this is from the round of the head, and like so. Oops, I'm just going out a little bit. So this is the round sort of like head. So what I do is that I just join a little bit there. So just do a little zipper here, and if you turn this way, like I said, I'm not doing it perfect, and it look like that at the back. And then what I do is that I fold this one up to put the ribbon inside. Okay, so you can feed the ribbon in later. So what I do is that I'm just too lazy. I don't want to feed it in. So what I do is I just pop in like so, and then just fold it like that. And then yeah, it's actually look quite big, simply because this is for a bigger head. I think the person I'm going to give it to, they have a bigger head, so that's the reason why I make it bigger. So I'm just going to run a line here all the way around, so that way with these they can adjust the whole thing instead of using the elastic band at the back or the side. It's just too complicated for me. So like I said, I like to keep things a little bit simple. So yeah, just line them up. Maybe it's a bit more. Like so, and just so, and make sure that you pop it in as you go. Yeah. So I feed it in just like that, and then I just need to turn inside out. If you want to make it look nicer, so what you can do is you can do another line of seam here around it to make it look nice and flat down. Simply because like I said, I'm not very good with needlework and things like that. I rather keep things simple. So these look humongous. Whoa. Yeah. So this look extremely big. So I think it will fit the person that I am gonna give it to. And yeah, this looks perfect for big hairdo. So yeah, so if you have an opportunity to do something during the lockdown sort of period, you can make one of these and then just drop at the your nearest medical supply center or hospital and just give it to them. If you can do something else, please don't donate like, you know, junk food. I know it's Easter and everything and everybody trying to donate egg and things like that, but yeah, please, nice healthy food that will keep them boost up their immune system, and that is the way to keep them going. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching this long video. I hope that helped. It's only take me around 10 minutes to make these, but like because I stopped and explaining that sort of thing. So yeah, so I did enjoy doing it. I'm gonna make a few more, so, and then I'll work from there, maybe in different color. If you're in Perth, Western Australia, and you can donate 100% cotton, Spotlight is on sale at the moment, so if you could just grab some and drop at the place, or drop at somebody who know how to sew, and then just donate a lot of these, that would be awesome. I think the people there will be deeply appreciated. So in the meantime, have a lovely day. I'll see you next time.